All right, let's talk a moment about some wow factors and what could you do to spruce up your home. Maybe you've gotten a home recently that was a foreclosure or short sale, or maybe you just want to do something to make the home more you. How you could do that, one way is through tile and maybe some granite. One way that you could make that happen and become a reality in your home so that you can enjoy it for years to come is to contact our all-pro resident panelist, Art Herrera from Custom Creative Marble and Granite.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for having me once again.
We're great to have you back on the show. Tell our viewers a little bit about Custom Creative Marble and Granite.
Custom Creative Marble and Granite, we started out as a very small company, as most people start out, literally with 3 employees. Right now, we're up to 25 employees, and we are extremely busy these days. So we are continuing to grow and continuing to hire quality people, as you can see by the work that we do. So
obviously, now, Custom Creative Marble and Granite does all our image home improvement, kitchen and bathroom tile work and granite work. And believe me, the last project that Art and his team did for actually some close friends of mine in my old neighborhood went in and took some really bad work that somebody else did and actually went in and created the wow factor. And one of the comments that I had was, I can't even tell that they were here. But all I know is that the bad tile work is gone. And that was the only way they knew, because it looked like you had come in and did the whole project brand new from the start yourself, and now they can go out into their friends and neighbors and tell them, hey, come, and they can be proud of what they did. They come in and look at my kitchen.
yeah, exactly. And you know what happens is many times, as a lot of us do, you have friends and family that tell you, hey, I can do tile. You know, why pay somebody to do that? I can do it for you. And we all know how that goes,
right?
You know. And so that's, in this particular case, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you can see the tile that it was just going up and down.
That's those do-it-yourself projects that when you walk around the cabinet, it snags you. It says, come here.
That's
your clothes go.
And unfortunately, in this particular house, Steve and his crew did a beautiful job of installing brand new cabinets. And then my guys went in there and installed beautiful granite, but the backsplash was done by somebody that wasn't really qualified, and so that, you know, messed the whole thing up.
Messed the whole thing up.
Yeah.
You know, Steve, I've heard the same thing. Actually, he's my neighbor. So my store that's up there at Hayden and Raintree, he's just east of us. And, you know, we hear about his quality, and that is, there's a lot of guys out there. I was going to say, what makes you different out there? Because there's so many out there that are doing improvements and changing. You know, and what's neat is they do bathrooms, they do kitchen, they do stone, they do shower, tile, and everything. You know, tell them, I already know, tell them about what makes you different.
Well, most people tell us that it's because of our customer service. We actually walk with people through the granite selection, through the tile selection, through even the paint selection. And we really try to make it more personal. A lot of fabricators and people in the remodeling industry, they just tell you, go pick out what you like, come back to us, and then we'll install it.
Yeah,
well,
put it in.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we don't do that. We actually go through all the things with you, including the plumbing supplies as well. That's a big project that you're doing, and you're going to spend a lot of money. So it's worth it to spend the extra time with your customers and make sure that they understand the process, and you know, you coordinate things so that everything flows nicely.
Yes.
And so that's the biggest thing that that we do, along with our quality, of course. Quality is number 1, and number 2 is our customer service.
Absolutely.
Because one of the things I've seen as an inspector, I'll be underneath the sink and be looking up and see daylight between the pieces of granite. And I'm going, this just is not right.
Yeah.
That was secondary.
And you're absolutely right. And you know, people judge different projects and the different things that within the scope of work by certain things. One thing that homeowners look at when somebody comes in and installs the granite, besides they like what they chose, and then also they like the edging and the detail that they've chosen as well. But the first and foremost thing is that everybody comes up to me is when we go back in and says, they look at it and they say, you know, the seams are tight, And again, not only tight, but when there's an art, no pun intended. Blending in two matching panels, especially in a corner where you've got to match the flow of each movement in each piece so that when you put it together, the seam is tight, virtually unnoticeable, and yet the pattern looks like it all flows from one side into another. That's the mark of a great pro.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we've all seen these horrible seams. Me being in the business, I see them everywhere I go: restaurants, hotels, movie theaters, and I'm constantly criticizing the granite. My wife is tired of me doing that.
Art, you're just terrible. But that's the mark of a good craft. I do the same thing, so I understand completely. But for our viewers, how could they contact you so that their seams are great?
Yeah, well, you can reach us at 480-684-4084. And you can also go to our website at customcreativegranite.com. You're going to see some beautiful pictures before and afters so you can get it inspired.
Okay, and if you're also inspired, you can call 1-800-ASK-A-PRO. That's 1-800-275-2776. And catch all of Art's great information on imagehomeimprovementshow.com.
Now stay tuned. We'll be right back.